I want to thank me. I want to thank me for believing in me. I want to thank me for doing all this hard work. I want to thank me for having no days off. I want to thank me for never quitting. I want to thank me for always being a giver and trying to give more than I receive. I want to thank me for trying to do more right than wrong. I want to thank me for just being me at all times. Snoop Dogg, you a bad motherfucker, cuz.
Hello, legends, and welcome back to another episode of the Lads Podcast. My name's Barney. To my left is Stiffy. How are you, Stiffy?
Fucking fantastic, Barney. Yeah, mate. Hey, guess what? It's episode number 16.
16.
Welcome to episode 16.
Fucking.
And this one's a little bit different because we're going to crack straight into a guest episode.
Absolutely.
And we've got a guest episode. We've got someone on today. He's actually my younger brother. Welcome, Jeff.
Yeah, great.
Here he is.
Here I am.
There he is.
How are you, Jeff?
Yeah, it's good.
You looking good?
Yeah.
Well, mate, before we get into too much, I mean, this show is about getting out of your heads and into the sheds and cracking a few tins. So I think maybe a drink review to start off with.
Oh, I 100% think we need
do you
to
reckon?
crack a tin.
Do you like a beer?
Oh, I love a beer.
I don't know how you're going to do it with that mic. But anyway,
What's this?
See how you go. Get that fridge door open again. It's a bit awkward there for you, Barney. We didn't do a pracky run on this one. Anyway, what do you got there? He can't even listen to me yet. He can't even talk. There we go. What have you got, Barney?
Right, mate. We've got a couple of cans of beer here at the moment. Let me just get out of this plastic.
We probably could have been a bit more organised.
Mate, we've got a Green Beacon Brewing Co. Light. What is it? A Lighthouse. Low carb.
Yeah, right. Yeah, righto. So, what percent is this?
It's a 99. Oh, no, it's only got 99 calories.
99 calories.
Yeah.
4%er.
4%er.
Yeah, Green Beacon Brewery Co. Subtropic, low carb, hazy pale.
Fuck yeah.
What do you reckon of this one, Jeff? So I better go first. Yeah, that crack's all right. There's the slow crack. Yeah. Righto, Jeff, what do you reckon? Fuck, I reckon that was one of the better cracks.
Just fucking nailed it.
Cheers.
Cheers, up your bum.
Up your bum.
Cheers, Jeff.
Cheers, Jeff.
Yeah, here we go.
What do you reckon, guys?
It's not bad.
What are you tasting?
I'm tasting fruity.
I was going to say the same thing, fruity, because it's
bit of
subtropic.
fruity.
Might have to have a second swig of this yet.
Goes all right.
You drink it? You can drink it?
Is it an Australian made or no one probably bought their glasses anyway? So
No, we need to screenshot that shit.
Does say made in Australia.
It is it?
1.2 standard drinks, 70% less carbohydrates, and of course that 99 calories.
We're all about the fitness.
It's a healthy tin, this one.
Yep.
Right,
let's introduce our guest there.
Yes. So this, of course, my younger brother Jeff. I got him on simply because we want to have a chat. This conversation is probably going to be more around about his work employment and what he does for a job, for a crust, where he's come from, where he's been, where did he come from, where did he go from, that sort of scenario. So Jeff, what do you do?
Well, currently I'm working on a offshore gas rig.
Offshore gas rig. So offshore from where?
Offshore from Onslow in Western Australia.
So geographically, you fly to Perth?
Yeah, I fly to Perth and then have a sleepover in the hotel. Then the next day we fly up to Onslow.
So how many hours? So is that halfway up the east coast geographically?
Oh, it's a 2-hour flight, so it's not quite halfway. It's probably, I don't know, a third of the way up.
Oh, yeah, right. So it's about a third of the way up in West Australia, and then you fly out to the oil rig?
Yeah, it's a gas rig. But
gas rig. I keep saying oil rig. Fucking, yeah, anyway, gas rig.
Yeah, so from Lamont, the airport there, we jump on a helicopter, and it's about a 45-minute ride, and we get out on there.
So do you ever get sick of that routine? Like, especially like I'm thinking helicopter rides. Like, I love a fucking good ride in a helicopter.
Yeah.
Does that like get mundane and a bit boring to you, or is it?
Oh, the helicopter ride is pretty awesome. We fly straight over a reef out there. It's bloody good. The plane flight over to Perth, I don't like that. That's 5 hours in the plane there. That's a bit.
And do you normally do the red-eye flight, or is it a morning flight?
fly over there. It's in the morning, early morning, and then we get an afternoon flight home, land about midnight in Brizzy.
Oh, yeah.
That'd be
right.
tough. That would be tough, getting back into Brisbane midnight.
So getting out to the gas rig on the chopper, you're landing out on the helipad?
Yeah, we got the helipad there. The crew run the show there, so we're in good hands.
So talk us through the approach. Obviously, you can see this fucking thing floating around in the ocean. How long's the flight out to the gas rig?
Yeah, it's about 40 minutes.
In the chopper?
Yeah, in the chopper.
Yeah, right. So it's a fair way.
Yeah.
And how deep are we talking? Like, obviously, at the beach, we're talking, it's there. But how deep are we talking when we get out 40 minutes in a chopper ride?
So where we are, it's about 900 metres down to the ocean floor.
900 metres. Fucking hell, that's a fair way down.
Yeah, that's deep.
And you're drilling down into that, of course, to extract the gas?
Yeah, so at the moment we're plugging old wells. So we got 10 wells out there that we're plugging. They call it P&A, plug and abandon.
Are they plug-in and abandoned because they are obsolete? They are now
Finished.
done.
Yeah, these are done and dusted.
So, yep, right. So you're not actually extracting anything. You're going back there to seal it.
Yeah, yep.
Right. We might get to that soon, but I was just talking about the chopper ride. As you come in on the chopper, you can see this big fucking floating thing out in the middle.
Is it floating though? Or is it fucking peered down?
Yeah, no, it's floating. It's called a semi-submersible rig.
Yep.
So it's got two big pontoons, and we have 6 thrusters that hold us in position. So we're not actually anchored to the floor.
Wow, there you go. So I actually see a gas rig or an oil rig as being the big poles and shit. So I've already learned something. So
Yeah. So for 2 pontoons, isn't there 4 legs going down, or is it just 2 big ones?
Yeah, there's 4 columns, and then they're joined to the pontoon. So there's 1 pontoon on the port side
Yeah.
and 1 on the starboard side.
And obviously the 6 thrusters you're talking about, GPS lock it to a spot, a GPS spot.
Yeah, they call it DP, dynamic positioning. So the boys up there, we have some positioning markers, and it just does itself.
Just does itself. Yeah.
Just holds it in spot.
Yeah, right. That's pretty cool, eh? Like to think
It
about.
is. So
You're not locked.
How many people are actually on this? Like,
We can sleep 140. So there's 130 cabins. Most of us are all in a single man cabin, but if there's a few extra, they have to get the old hot bed.
the old hotbed. Yeah, you got to love a hotbed. I've done a few of those.
What's a hotbed? Is that just where there's a couple like on top of each other?
That means 1 man in, 1 man out.
Oh, right.
Yeah. It's
Right,
like
that's a
walking into
hotbed.
a toilet in the morning when the seats warm. Very similar sort of scenario.
Oh,
So
here it
you're
is,
just
yeah.
going, oh, yeah.
1 man in, 1 man out. Right. So you're sort of like waking him up to get the fuck out of your bed so you can go to sleep.
Yeah, pretty much. I don't get those cabins, so I wouldn't know what the experience is, but I'm glad I don't.
Yeah, copy
Yeah,
that.
It's not good. So the one of the questions I've got, like, so what is your role on that? Like, what do you actually do over there?
Yeah, so I'm IR, so I'm part of the marine side of it. So I'm actually in the engine room, so I look after the engines there, do some rounds every day, and just make sure everything's tickety-boo.
Yep.
How many? So, okay, engines. How many engines are you talking about?
So we got 6 large generators in 3 rooms. There's two generators in each room,
Yep.
and most of the time we're running 2 and 2 on standby.
Oh, yeah, gotcha. So there's 2 on all the time.
Yeah, pretty much.
Is that a rotating 2 as well?
Yeah. They don't like to rock too many hours up on the one generator. They rotate them around.
Yeah, gotcha. And so, obviously, to get supplies out to this oil rig, you guys are flying out chopper-wise. Is that, logistics, how do you get food, toilet paper, fucking...
Well, that comes by boat. We have a standby vessel at all times. And they duck into town and get our supplies.
They just go, all right, boys, be back in 20?
Yeah,
What's a round trip for them?
it'll be, I'm not sure, but it'd probably be 12 hours in there, maybe a bit longer.
Yeah, right.
Cruise in there, load up, come back.
So a good 24 hours, maybe a bit longer.
Yeah, probably a bit longer.
And they bring out all the supplies and...
Yeah, all the food, parts, fuel. Go through a fair bit of fuel.
Yep.
Fuel. Talk to me. What is it?
Diesel.
Diesel. Fuck, righto. So you got 2 big generators, 6 big thrusters, fuckload of people.
That's got to be chewing. How much diesel a week, you reckon? Or, or a day?
Well, we take on about 500 cubes every 2 weeks.
Fuck, I'm just trying to picture that. 500. Yeah. Can you paint a picture for me?
Well,
for us dumb fucks that don't know what 500 cube looks like? How many swimming pools is that?
Well, it's quite a lot. It's pretty big. Few Olympic pools, I guess.
Yeah, every 2 weeks.
So a cube, I'm guessing, is like an isopod.
1 metre by 1 metre.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah,
Yep.
yep. So, yeah, copy. Wow.
That's
that's
a lot of
mind-blowing,
fuel.
isn't it?
Yeah. I think we're missing a lot of the questions, though. So you got 140 people on this boat. Or a boat, a pontoon, I suppose. So you got 140 people, sleeps that. Like the logistics, that chopper must be going. So what's your shift? How many days on, how many days off?
So we do 4 weeks on, 4 weeks off. We mostly do crew changes Tuesday and Thursday. There is some on Fridays, but every week, Tuesday and Thursdays mostly. 4
on, 4 off. So is that every day? You don't get a pajama day or anything like that in the middle of that, or
Pajama day?
Yeah,
I've never heard of that. What's
You've
the fuck?
never heard, well, it's just
a day
where you actually don't have to. You stay in your pajamas.
Yeah, you have a day off. You go fishing.
Yeah, go fishing or do something. But that's every day, and that 4 weeks is work.
Yeah, every day's a Monday. We get no public holidays, no nothing. You just once you're out there, that's it.
Yeah, and hours wise, okay. So you obviously got to sleep. Do you do split shifts? Do you just do a solid
12 hours straight, 6 to 6, but ends up being a bit more than that. But yeah, 6 to 6 is the 12-hour rosters.
Yeah, and obviously you get breaks in that 12 hours.
Yeah, you get your smokos and your lunch break there.
Wow, that's crazy. Like 4 weeks on, 4 weeks off, like that. Yeah, it'd be mentally tough on you too, wouldn't it?
Oh, it's not too bad. I've been doing it for 17 years, and my previous jobs I was doing 6 weeks on, 6 off. So I actually preferred the longer 6 weeks, bit more time at home.
Yep.
Oh yeah, when you're home, you get home for 6 weeks.
You've got like it's pretty much a day wasted. Well, it'll be more than a day wasted by the time you actually got back to Brizzy.
Yeah, pretty much. You lose a day before you join, and the day you get home, the day after you're home, sort of thing. So
yeah,
you're way more than you're home.
Yeah.
So this oil rig, we're talking about all that. I'm trying to paint a picture of the size of this thing, like for the listeners that maybe they've seen oil rigs and gas rigs on TVs and movies and whatnot. But like the physical size of it, how long does it take to say walk around this thing? Like,
if you're up on deck, it's not too bad. It's it's pretty much like a football field, 100 by 100, I'd say, bit shorter. But when you're inside, it's like a maze. There's so many doors. It takes 2 swings to actually know where you're going, and then even then you get lost.
Yeah, and like in a submarine, you've got a duct to go through doorways. Is it like that, or is it a bit more open capacity to just walk?
Yeah, no, it's normal doors. It's pretty good. It's not. I'm short, so I don't never really had too many troubles. But
no, you're not tall enough to have problems with the bedding or the doorways.
Yeah, no, it's pretty good there. It's pretty comfy.
Yeah, I've been short sheeted a few times, and they've just went, "Oh, how was your sleep?" So, yeah, good. Yeah, didn't even notice.
So, so to get to this point, of course, you were just saying you've been doing it for 17 years, but you did a roster of 6 on, 6 off. What was that the same, or was that different?
Yeah, so I've come from a shipping background to get into the rigging industry, the offshore gas industry, and I've been doing that since 2007, cruising around the coastlines of Australia. That was pretty good.
So, okay. Where's all right? Just trying to paint a picture of logistics wise. Where do you normally? Let's turn the clock back. What are you carrying?
I've worked on a few ships. We did concrete, cement, carrying that around from a lot of Gladstone, Brisbane, Townsville areas, to coal and iron ore from Port Kembla down to Whyalla in South Australia.
Yep.
And mineral sands from down near Western Australia, the bottom end there, and. So I got to see quite a bit of Australian coastline back in doing the coastal trade.
Yep. And what do you prefer? Do you prefer to be on the rigs or on the boats?
Oh, definitely the boats for
ships,
sure.
Sorry, I suppose.
Yeah, the ships. Yep. The ships were really good.
Yep.
The money side doesn't compare to what the gas industry is.
Yep. Yep. And especially when you're doing those sort of hours and those weeks and
Yep.
So on the boat, on the ship, I mean, obviously you've got sea legs, like. The ocean's a wild creature. I guess that depends on where you are in Australia, but you're in a big fucking ship, so you're still going to move around a bit. What's the go with your sea legs? Like, go back to the start of your sea leg or your boating shipping career. Did it take long to get your sea legs?
When you're on there, it's not so bad. I did find it when I got home. Sometimes in the shower, the first few days, felt a bit weird.
Yep.
You feel like you're sort of moving.
Yep.
But obviously you're not. But they're big ships, so I know I got seasick going in a small boat to go fishing. But these things, I never got seasick.
Yep.
They're a bit more forgiving. But when they do roll, you don't get any sleep for a day or two.
Yeah. I bet that would be a drama, wouldn't it be, in your bedroom, trying to sleep and the thing's rocking and rolling, pitching and yawing and fucking throwing you out of the bed. Have you ever been thrown out of your bed?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, we down Bass Strait, used to cross Bass Strait quite a bit there on my old run there, and there was quite a few nights there you give up sleeping in your bunk and you slept on the deck, so you wouldn't fall out.
Yeah, you just roll around and shit fall on top of you.
Oh yeah, and it makes a mess. Your workshops, tools, everything. Whatever's not secured, it's on the deck, and then you're spending all day picking it all up.
Yeah, right. So, transport, what are you're carting all this stuff, but I'm trying to paint a picture on the logistics. So, if you're going to get a load of something, coal, how long does it take to load? How long does it take to unload? What's the procedures?
Well, with coal, I was on the Iron Chieftain. That was definitely my favourite ship there, the Iron Chieftain.
How long were you on the Iron Chieftain for?
I did a few times over that. I started in 2008, was my very first time I got on that, and finished there in 2016 on that. But I did go work on a few different other vessels in between that time, so didn't spend the whole time on there. But just going back to loading procedures, coal would go in and would be loaded in 18 hours. That's about 40,000 tonne we used to carry on that.
Fucking hell.
That's a lot of coal.
Yeah. How many bins are we talking? Like, it's just one big open one, or is there separate bins?
I'd had 5 hatches, so 5 big holds.
Yep.
Big hatches on top, so the loader would load them in sequence to not damage the vessel, because if they load it all in one spot, you could crack it, and it's not very good. You got to load it in a sequence.
Yeah, gotcha. Yeah. So it's even and equal in a way.
Yeah. They spread it out.
Yep.
To get the full load in there.
And those 5 hatches, are they 5 containers down below it, or are they one big open one underneath it?
They're just big open.
Yeah, so it's one big tank,
pretty much.
One big open void with 5 places to load it from.
Yeah. That's it.
Yep.
And once it's loaded, where's it going to?
Well,
mainly.
When we used to take coal, we used to take that down to Whyalla, the steelworks down there, and unload it there. And it was a self-discharger, so we'd discharge on our own gear and load it onto the wharf.
And how would you do that? So how would you unload it?
Well, it had a conveyor system, so the conveyor system was underneath the holds, and they had big gates that opened it up and jumped it onto the conveyor, and then it come up a big C-loop, like 90 degrees up, and then onto a boom, and we could just dump it on the wharf there and make big piles on the wharf and just keep moving the ship forward.
Oh, gotcha.
Make another big pile.
Yeah, right. So okay, so you're conveying it out.
Yeah.
And 18 hours to unload or longer?
Oh, a little bit longer. They used to load us a bit quicker than us.
Yep. So how long? 24 hours? 36 hours?
24 probably.
To get unloaded?
Yeah.
So your role in that position, like what are you doing when you're loading and unloading?
Well, for me back in those days, we were looking after the mooring operations. Obviously, you got tides to look after, so you got to adjust your mooring lines, the gangway, and same as when you're discharging, your ship's going up and down, you got tides.
Yep.
So you got to make sure it's secured against the wharf.
And
there.
you're losing weight the whole time too, so
that's right.
There's a fair bit going on then, isn't there?
Yeah, and ballasting, so you're taking cargo out, and mates upstairs are putting water in it into the holes.
Trying to keep it level, yeah.
Yep, so you're taking soundings of that, checking what they put in there is what it is, and just looking after the gangway because you don't want to lose that.
So if you unload your load of coal at Whyalla, are you then loading something back up, or are you going back empty?
Sometimes we used to ride back empty. Other times we used to get some ore from there. Other times we went down to Tassie, Port Ladder. We used to get some iron ore from there and bring that back to Port Kembla.
Yeah, right. And full empty, does the ship react differently? Or?
Yeah, definitely, for sure.
Yep.
When she's empty, she sits up a bit higher, so it used to be a bit more vulnerable for rolling.
Yep.
When she's loaded up, you're down a bit lower, so it was a bit better, cruised a bit better.
Yeah, right. And up in the bridge, it's called the bridge, isn't it, where you steer the fucking big ship from? How many people up there?
When you're at sea, it's normally during daylight, so there could be only just one mate up there. But when it's dark, there's always two people on the bridge. So one of the mates and one of the IRs are duty watchkeeper.
Yeah, right.
Just looking out, make sure you're not running anything.
And she'd be pretty much auto steered the whole way, wouldn't it?
Yeah, you put it on autopilot and away you go. Sometimes rough weather, you'd have to take the wheel just to keep it on track.
Yeah. And do you collect a pilot when you're coming into shore, or is that only?
Yeah, for sure. Some captains had an exemption where they didn't need a pilot, but most of the times, you're getting a pilot.
Yep.
Local knowledge, they come on board and they take control of the ship.
Yep. Yeah, obviously the coming into port or coming into wherever they need to go, being tidal, it's up and down and whatnot. A bit like Fraser Island when you go, the beach is always changing.
Yeah,
Is that? I mean, the actual the ocean and the what's the word I'm looking for in between the markers, the actual what's the fucking word I'm looking for? Not the gullies, but the deep spots.
Channels.
Fuck, I couldn't think of it. The channels. I guess they never change too much.
Yeah, well, some of the places they dredge them out, like in the bigger places down in Melbourne there and Sydney and that.
Yeah, so having a pilot on board is just...
Yeah, he's got local knowledge. He knows the tides. He knows the conditions.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, gotcha.
Mate, there's a bit going on in there, like it's sort of...
Yeah, it's...
stop. So when you're sailing, so what's your job then? So you've obviously loaded up. Like, do you call it sailing, shipping?
When we're away, that's what we normally call it. When we're away.
So you've loaded it up and everything. So you've obviously been in charge of all that. What do you do then when you're moving?
Mainly it's maintenance on the actual vessel itself, and we have discharge gear. So when we discharge, it's pretty harsh on the equipment. So you just doing maintenance on that.
Yep.
And we wash the thing every time because it gets dusty, and I like to keep it nice and look.
Yep.
So with that, cleaning it, when you empty your coal and then you're loading up something else, is there any procedure of cross-contamination or, like, have you got to get every little grain of fucking stuff out?
Yeah, no, so there is some stances you got to do that. When we were carrying coal and iron ore, they didn't really care too matter about that, but for sure when we carried other things like cement and then you're carrying a load of sugar, they want it pretty clean.
Yeah, you would, wouldn't you?
You probably would
So,
after coal.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, we wash them out, and then before we load, one of their guys comes down and inspects the hull, make sure it's clean, not contaminated. And if
that'd take a while, wouldn't it, to wash it out from coal to pick up a load of sugar?
Yeah, well, on those vessels, we did cement and then straight to sugar, and you spend 4 or 5 days washing that out before you get there.
Wow. That's,
I suppose, have you got that time to do that whilst you're away, like out on, whilst you're going to the next port to pick that up?
Yeah, most of the times you do. Sometimes it depends where you're going, obviously, but yeah.
And coming in and out of port, I mean, I suppose it's more coming into port. Is there a sequence of coming in? Do you have to park up at all? Do you do you follow a logbook about, like, if you're expected to be in a port in a week's time and say you get there 5 days early, can you shortcut a dispatch?
Oh, it's all pretty on the dot, So most places you're booked in, this is the date you're going to be there. If anything, you're going to be late because of weather, and you might have to sit out at anchor and wait if you've missed your spot.
Yeah, right.
If not, they might give you straight in, mate. In you come, tie you up.
And if when you're out anchor, what's the go there? You just park up. And
Anchorage is always good times. You sit out there. There's normally not a lot to do. You're just waiting for the call.
Yeah.
Do a bit of fishing. The fishing's normally pretty good at the anchorage spots.
Oh, I could imagine.
So, run us through that. Are you saying you're fishing off the top of the boat, or have you got a little hatch down the bottom?
No, from the main deck there, you just lean over and...
How high off the water are you talking?
Oh, on the ships, when you're loaded, it might be 10 metres or so, maybe.
Just a lot of line out already, isn't it?
Yeah. Just throw, I suppose. And do you get any favours from the captain to park up, like, in a good spot, a bad spot? Has he got the sounder on?
Yeah, he's normally told...
Let's do a drift across this reef and see if we can see any fucking patches. Well, here we go. We're on. We'll fucking park right here.
Maybe 30, 40 years ago that was the case. But they get told where they got to go, so that's where you go.
Yeah, right. So what's the biggest catch you've had off the fucking back of the boat?
Oh, I don't know. You got me on the spot there. We got a few mackerel there. They're good size. A lot of snapper there down South Australia ways.
And is the chef pretty good? Or you'll go and cook them up?
different vessels, you have different quality of
Yeah.
chefs.
Yeah.
I did a really good one there. Shout out to Brent if you're listening. He was
Hey.
the best chef on the coast.
Hey, Brent, shout out. I'm sure he's listening. We'll tell him about them. We'll tell him to listen anyway.
Tell him.
Yeah,
So-
right,
So the cooking of that. So is there anywhere you can go and cook it yourself, like, or is it? Do you have
not-
like cooking facilities?
Not
or?
really. You got the galley there, and depending on the cook, he doesn't want people in there, and safety wise, you're not meant to be in there.
Yeah.
so 3 feeds a day from the cook?
Yeah, of course. Yep.
Brekkie, lunch, dinner.
Yep.
Yeah, right. Fuck,
And
that's
Hot meals.
That's a job in itself, isn't it?
Yeah, but what's better is the gas better food wise, or is it the ships better?
No, the ship's probably better, I'd say, because they're only cooking for about 18. They're not cooking for 140.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, right.
a lot of wet meals. They call them wet meals. It's like your big stews and stuff on
Yeah.
there.
On the gas?
Yeah, on the rigs. Yeah,
Yeah, on the rigs.
A lot of rice. 4 types of rice.
Fuck, imagine how much bread you'd go through out there. And that's all boated in.
Yeah, all boated in.
He doesn't make any bread, because there'd be a bit going on, wouldn't there?
Yeah, there's a big.
It's not like he's going to turn up at 3 a.m. and start the bakery first.
No,
No, it'd be all
no.
boated out.
That's another whole different role again, isn't it? Like it's a whole different logistics
Oh.
from what the. So they do the same shift as what you guys do.
Oh, the cooks. Oh, you got to get up early, and they normally have a few hours off after lunch before dinner.
Yep.
But yeah, so they do maybe like a 16-hour day, but try to get 4 hours rest in the middle somewhere.
Right out. Here's the question, and I'm sure the guests, the listeners actually would be wanting this one. Is it a dry ship or not?
The rig is 100%. We get breathalyzed every time we get it before we get on the helicopter, and a random drug test amongst whoever's there.
Yeah.
So, and there's no alcohol on there. They do have 0 beers on there.
Yep.
On a Saturday night, we have a barbecue night. We get some 0 beers, but it's not the same. But
Yeah.
I've actually still yet to have a 0 beer.
And I reckon we're going to do it on a potty one day. We're going to crack 0 beers. Why? Because we're going to run out of piss one day.
I suppose we should try it, but beer's good, but the taste of it, I'll just go and have a water from
Well,
Toasty.
maybe fucking sober October. When's that away? That's only a few months away.
Oh, fuck off, Steve. My mama didn't raise no good. No. We should actually give that a go. So
Yeah, 100%.
So she's a dry ship. She's obviously you got the random, obviously for the safety effect and shit like that. And when you've got 140 people, and some people can't handle their piss, so I suppose that's another concern again. So
yeah, for sure, yeah.
yeah.
Do they lose? So okay, so that's the oil rigs. We hadn't really covered the ships. So have the ships got the bar?
Yeah, back in the days there, I shouldn't say back in the days, it was only 17 years ago, but
We're starting to sound old.
yeah, we are starting old. But yeah, we had some pretty good times on there. We had a lot of drinks on there. We had a couple of bars on the ship there. Yeah.
And only 18 of yous.
Yeah,
And a couple of bars. So you can go nightclub and skipping bars.
Yeah, we used to do a pub crawl from a crew bar to the officers bar.
and then back again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're allowed piss on boats back then?
Back then we were. The last 5 years when I was working at sea there, it was a dry ship, so I hadn't any alcohol there for.
Yeah, right. Was that what would have been before the old fucking bat flu?
Yeah.
That was before that too. It came in.
Wuhan Weezer.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, I think most of them are dry these days. There might be a couple of little
yeah,
river runs that you might get lucky.
Yeah.
yeah. Right. And do they lose many people from doing the wrong, coming on with drugs in the system?
Oh yeah, for sure. Just recently, one of the boys had a positive test there, so he wasn't allowed to join. He had to fly back home.
So he flew all that way over, got tested, and had to fly home.
Yeah, they sent him away, so the drug test come back with a positive result, so they had to send it to the lab.
Yeah.
In the meantime, they sent him home, and the poor bloke on the rig had to stay a bit longer.
Oh, and so did that other
That'd
bloke
be
that got
some
positive
head
tested,
boys.
did he get a call up to come back? Or was that like a...
I haven't heard, mate. This was just the other day. When
Oh,
I got
okay.
off, so I don't know the story yet.
Yeah, right.
Can't tell you.
So it's not like a 3 strike, you're out. You just don't know.
Yeah, I think
Until it comes back positive. So,
Yeah.
because when you get a test done, it's obviously you get tested, and it could come back as a false positive. So,
Yeah, yeah.
he might be in the right. So,
Yep.
does he get paid then or not?
Don't know. Let's just not get into that position, I guess, eh?
Yeah, well,
tell ya.
it does happen though, I suppose. So.
Yeah, right. So let's rewind a little bit. How did you get? We've talked a little bit about, you're on the gas rig now, and to get to that, you're on the ships, and we'll cover a bit more of that yet. But how did you get to that? Like, what trade have you got?
Yeah, so I'm a boilermaker by trade. I did that in town here. And then, 2007, I just got to a point where I was working 5 days, 6 days a week. Wasn't really going anywhere with money, week to week sort of thing.
Yep.
And originally I thought I'll get into mines. Everybody does the mines thing. But there was a job they were just offering, looking for boilermakers and fitter and turners. And so I thought I'd give it a go. And here I am.
Yeah, right. So boilermaker. So do you do much of that these days?
Not anymore. The early days, that's all I was doing, but I did some other training and some other courses and got me IRs, which is integrated rating, so able seaman,
Yep.
and sort of moved on to that.
Right, yeah, so no more welding, sort of jumping up the ladder.
Well,
As progression goes, everyone does it, don't they? You
Yeah.
move on, so
it's a bit easier on the body, and
yeah. As we get older.
Yeah. Copy that. Yeah, right. So back to the shipping. You talked about, like, geographically coming around Bass Strait. Of course, is that the worst in the country? That whole Bass Strait area, that bottom of Aussie.
yeah, for sure. Down there, everybody fears going around there. But I have been across there when it's like a lake. You're not a ripple. But most times it's pretty rough, and then going up to Kangaroo Island there, the place, it gets pretty rough up there. They call it the backdoor passage.
Yeah.
Up there into Adelaide.
Oh yeah. So obviously that's simply just because of all of the open sea that's out towards the Antarctic. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's quite deep out there. I believe it gets up to like 5 kilometres deep, and then all that water comes up to like 500 metres. So it gets a real big swells, and then the wind, add in a bit of wind, and you don't get a real good night's sleep.
Yeah, and obviously the two big land masses, you got the Aussies and you got I was going to say the Kiwis, but it's not. It's the Tassies, the Tasmanians. Yeah. Obviously, that's the Bass Strait, isn't it? Right between the two bodies.
Yeah, so you got Victoria there and Tassie there. That's what they call.
How far off the coast are you guys travelling? Like, as in, because you can see some ships out to sea there sometimes, but are you looking at landmass most of the times when you're out to sea?
Yeah, most of the time you can see land in the horizon there, but they follow currents too. So, like, you got the east coast of Australian current there.
Yep.
Off the east coast, sometimes we'll be a fair way out. You can't see anything out there, but they follow the current. So most of the times you see land, and it just depends.
So that's obviously to bloody help with fuel consumption and
exactly
economical
right.
side of things.
Yeah.
So currents, is there one current going one way, a certain distance out from the coast, and then go out further and it's going the other way? Like, how does that work?
Yeah,
is it like a highway? If you go further out, you sort of go downhill. If you come in, you go uphill.
Yeah, similar like that. The currents all sort of swirl around, and if you ever watched Finding Nemo, get in that current down there
with the turtles,
cruising with the turtles.
Dude,
that's the one.
Yeah, right. So if you're fighting against a current, obviously you want to move further in or further out.
Exactly.
And how do they judge that? Is that just by feel, or is that actually by the ship telling you with I don't know, is there gauges on the ship hull?
Yeah, well, a lot of that's been recorded, like with where the currents are, so they sort of really know where the currents are, and they do have all that sort of fancy stuff.
Technology. Yeah, right.
Follow the currents, and if it's not working, try somewhere else.
Yeah.
away you go.
Yeah, right.
Set sail.
Set sail and open to the big blue. It's just so big, isn't it, out there?
Yeah, so have you done anything outside of Australia? Like, have you sort of travelled to, I don't know, anywhere other than Australia?
Yeah, well, I've been to dry dock 4 times, twice to China and twice to Singapore.
Yep.
The first time I went to China, that was really good because we crossed the equator. And anyone who's been in the shipping industry knows crossing the equator is a big deal. We have a big day, you get on a few beers and do your, what do you call it, your nuptial, get on it.
Yeah, right. So when you're crossing the equator, obviously that's just going from the southern hemisphere to the northern hemisphere.
Yeah.
Run Run me through that. Because obviously,
it's a big thing. I've never heard anything about it.
yeah, run me through that. So
Yeah,
obviously,
right.
it is. There's no line out there to tell you where you are, but you know you're going across the equator at a certain point. Is that right?
Yeah, that's well, you're following the map, so you know where the equator is, and
Yeah.
it's a rite of passage. King Neptune, we do a big day. But I did mine in 2008, and that was fantastic. I'll never forget that. So the boys, one of them dressed up as King Neptune and his wife there, and you do your hazing period. Got sunburnt because on the equator it's bloody hot.
Yeah.
They shaved me head, and bloody head got burnt.
Yeah. Right.
A few beers, and yeah, it was a good day.
Oh, that's go. I've actually never heard anything about that. Like, I just thought you're just going across a little line and away you go. But that's a big thing for you blokes. So.
Yeah, it's a big deal. It's part of the whole hazing sort of thing, probably more so in the older days. I'm not sure if they still do it these days because some things are borderline.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't do everything these days. It's
That's
a bit
right.
There's probably more.
people are a bit precious.
Yeah.
So is there cameras on board that you've got to be mindful of?
Oh, the vessels that I were on back then, no, we never had any cameras. But on the rig, there's cameras everywhere.
Yeah.
Everyone can see you doing everything.
Yep.
So out in that equator, it's a celebration day, is it? Like there's one day where you just go, right, we're crossing the equator today. It's a Tuesday, and righto, it's you're having a party.
Pretty much.
And is that a party like with the boys at home where you go, righto, we're gonna have a barbecue lunch, we're gonna get on it, and then you get on it, and then you get on it, or is it just like you have a few beers?
Mate, if people are dressing up, it's got
You're
to
right.
be on, I
It
reckon.
was a
by
big.
the look of it.
Well, back in 2008, it was a big day because the captain knew when we were crossing the equator. Everybody knew, so it took 17 days to get from South Australia to China. So
Right.
it's a big voyage. We knew when it's coming up.
Yep.
We did a lot of work leading up to it. Everybody was happy with what we accomplished, so it was like a day we're writing off.
Yeah. All right. So it's kind of like crossing the equator is going to be like, okay, it's the Sunday of the trip.
Pretty much.
It's like we're going to have a Sunday.
Yes.
Yep. Right. Gotcha.
And
yeah.
everybody who's a virgin to crossing the equator,
Shave the head.
shave their head, chain you up. They fill up the rubbish bins full of rubbish, food scraps, and they tip that all over you, and everyone's having a good time.
A good old hazy. Yeah.
Oh, that's good. Oh, pirates. Any pirates out there?
Yeah, I've never seen them, but we did when we went up to China. There, we went through the South China Sea there, and there was a few pirate warnings. So we had our pirate plan,
Yeah.
which is not really good. It's
I was going to say.
So
Pretty
they
bloody
don't hand you
dodgy,
a couple
yeah.
of guns or anything like that.
there's
nothing
no
like that.
weapons like that. Our plan was the firefighting gear. Stand out there with a fire hose and blast them.
Yeah, right.
And that was my job. I said, I don't like this bloody job. Eh?
So
They've got guns on, want a gun too.
fire hose, are you saying just like a standard fire hose you see on a building, or are you talking like a fire cannon?
Pretty much like a hose. They're pretty big. They got some pressure, but
Yeah, right.
the idea is to get them off the ladder, not to, because they use their ladders and whatnot. And
To get
ropes.
up the side. Yeah,
try to-
yeah.
Yep.
You
So
don't
you've got water pistols, they've got guns.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, fuck
I'm,
that.
I was
I'm
just
glad
gonna-
you didn't see any then.
I was just going to lay it down and say, yeah, the captain's up there, mate. Just go see him,
I was-
He's got the money.
yeah, right. So you've done 4 trips to dry dock.
Yep.
Explain what dry dock is. Obviously, it's dry dock, but explain it.
Yeah, so the ships, they need to be taken out of water over a period of times and go through their surveys.
Yep.
So most of the times when they're brand new, I think that it's 10 years before they need to be out of water, but after that, it's every 5 years as the ship gets older and needs a bit more service,
So they do get cleaning whilst they're in the water, don't they?
Well,
Or not really?
What do you mean cleaning?
Oh, as in like barnacles and
No,
like
not-
around the props or...
They can, but that's very expensive. That avoids.
Oh, right. So if it's a
divers,
brand new
so-
ship, it's actually just sailing for 10 years before it's even...
Well, most of the time, yeah, they might give it a scrape. Depends on what sort of ship it is and what, because
Yeah.
it does bring lag, and then you're using more fuel to get to where you're going. So
Yeah.
costs
Yeah, right.
come into it. But yeah, the vessels I'd been on, they were old ships, so we were every 5 years. So I went to China twice
Yep.
on the same vessel, where they take it out of the water, give it a good scrape, and do other sort of maintenance that they can't get to.
So you're working on that, doing maintenance as well while they're doing the bottom. So
Oh yeah, the first 2 I was only there for a week, and then they flew us all home, and because it was there for, I don't know, maybe 6 weeks, maybe longer. and then they flew a crew back over to bring it back.
Right. So what sort of are they doing any upgrades? Are they doing like as in, or is it really just maintenance as in bearings and?
Yeah, everything they can't get to. They do upgrades, because it's the time to do it. The vessel's out of work at the moment, so
Yeah.
all depends how much money they want to spend.
Yeah, right. And did you get a chance to come back from the so you went 4 times over?
I went, twice to China over. I never brought it back. Singapore, I took it over once, and the second time I brought it back.
Do you get any time on shore?
Oh, not really. You get the nightlife.
Yep.
But, you're still waking up, going to work next morning.
Yep.
And, China's a lot of fun, especially near the where we do all the dry docking there. It's fireworks galore. And,
Oh fuck! Yeah,
I was
right.
like a kid at a candy
So
shop.
I've seen some of these dry docks on clips and stuff where safety wise isn't really a concern over there. Is that sort of what you've seen? Like, what have you seen with their safety protocol?
Oh, yeah.
There is none.
Yeah, it's pretty laid back.
Yeah.
We grew up on the farm, and that made it look bloody good.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So they just get in and get it done.
Yeah, job done. More the man, the more the merrier. They just jam them in there.
Yeah, yeah, right. Far out. And of course,
That'd be crazy.
that is, isn't it? Just think about that. That would cost a fair bit, eh? Like, it's how long did you say? 17 days over, 6 weeks in, 17 days back. Like, that's a...
And you're going over there empty, obviously, Sue. So
Yeah, most of the time I did. One voyage we took a load of ore up the Yangtze River, took to China.
Yep.
We unloaded some ore there on the way up, and that was the only time. I think they did that to try to cover a bit of fuel, but
Yeah, you would, but you'd think it'd make sense to sort of go over there with something to sort of to cover the cost of
take something over to
the
sell
whole lot. So yeah.
Because that's really like nearly a 3-month process of from the last trip they did to the next trip they did of actually money income.
yeah, that's right.
That's fucking...
You got to factor it all in the whole big process.
Yeah, yeah. Fuck, that'd cost a fucking fortune, wouldn't it? Wow, that's crazy. Well, that's a little bit about shipping. Wow. Right. So what else you got for us? The helicopter ride. So right, you're on the. Let's go back to the gas.
I've got something.
Yep.
I've got to have another beer.
Oh, okay. Righto.
Would you like another beer, Jeff?
Yeah, mate.
Yeah, we
I
fucking
won't say
are.
no to
This
that.
is not a dry ship. This one.
No,
so
we better not. We
we're
better crack into another one.
We'll have another one.
We'll get into it, and I'll get Jeff to explain a bit more about the gas as you're going. Oh no! Oh, that was the wrong one. There you go. No, you're right. You get into it, mate. So you're back out on the gas rig. What's some of the interesting things that you see either that you've done on that gas rig to date, or maybe some of the mechanicals like those what'd you call them? The turbine, not the turbines, the
Thrusters.
thrusters. Like, what do they look like? A thruster's a thruster, but are they different, huge, massive? Like, are they the size of a bus?
Oh, they're not that big, but they're pretty big, impressive. Like I said, there's 6 of them. The most impressive thing I think out there is the ROV for those people, the remote operated vehicle.
Right.
They send that down to the bottom and operate. I get to sit there and watch the videos, but the boys operating that have a bloody good time.
So what's the purpose of that? Is that to look at what they're doing, or just to investigate a visual on what they're about to do?
Yeah, well, they do all sorts of things there. They can they inspect the site there, and they can operate. They have a big thing down there, the BOP, the blowout preventer. They can operate it and make it do certain things, and they got all sorts of attachments that come out. They got the arms there, and they can do pretty much anything, from cutting to welding to everything.
Yeah, right.
So it's all done remote, so there's no one going down that deep.
No. Well, it's 900 metres down. They just send this ROV down there, and the amount of sharks that you see out around there is bloody. Yeah, you don't want to go swimming out there.
So obviously it's got a lot of headlights, because obviously it's pitch black down there. Yeah.
Yeah, she's lit up. She's lit up like bloody MCG there. She's
Yep.
she's
And
lit up.
as you're saying, a lot of sharks, as in that would only be to a certain depth.
Well, there's a lot up the top, but I was surprised to actually see some down the bottom there. I didn't realise they went that far down, but
Right. And what other type of marine life you talk? Is there those fucking weird looking wobbly gone fucking things that you see on TV, or
Oh, well, see a lot of fish on top. A lot of dolphin fish. Surprised how many of them are out there. Wish we could have our fishing rod out there, but not allowed to fish out there.
Oh, so you can't fish off the gas
No,
rigs?
mate, that's a big red flag. You'll be
So
on the next.
why? What's their reasoning?
It's all about their environmental
Yes.
program and what they guarantee with
Yep.
what they're doing out there.
Yep. So they're obviously very strict on that then.
Yeah,
Yep.
no fishing.
So on the menu is there fish and chips?
Yeah, well, every Friday, fish and chips Friday. We have,
So you're not allowed to catch them, but you're allowed to eat them.
yeah,
They just boated in frozen.
yeah, boated in. Yep.
Yeah, right.
That's nuts.
Yeah, it is, isn't it? So on the gas rig itself, there's 140 people. What the fuck do they get to do for a bit of recreational time? Like, what else is out in this oil rig?
Well, this
gas
thing's bloody impressive. Like, I did years on the ships, and there wasn't much really you could do. There was a bit of a gym, a bike and a weight bench press, and TV. That's about it. But on this thing, there's a whole theatre there. The big lounge chairs. There's a gym.
So the theatre is that like a cinema you're talking
Yeah,
about?
cinema. Yeah, like a cinema. Bloody big screen and the laid back chairs. It's like
Gold class. So you
gold
got
class.
gold class on the fucking gas rig.
Yeah, but
Oh, geez, he's skimming across. He's trying to skim across this bit quick.
Mate, that's
That's a bit of luxe.
But no beer.
yeah,
Hey, you got
All fishing
popcorn?
rods.
Have you got frozen cakes and popcorn?
not frozen cake. I haven't seen popcorn either. But
Run us through like a 12-hour day. So you're obviously, your shift starts at 6. You've got no traffic to get to work or anything like that. So what time are you up? What's your routine?
Right, my routine. Right, so I skip breakfast because I eat too much how it is, and I don't need bacon and eggs every day. So I get up at 5 o'clock, and at 5:30 we have it's called a pre-tour meeting. So we go to this room, and the captain and everybody's there. Everybody who's on that shift goes to this room, and the health and safety guy, he talks about the last 24 hours, whether it's been safe. Then they talk about what they want to accomplish in the next 12-hour shift. So that runs for about 15, 20 minutes, depending on how much they want to talk. And then after that, I move up to my handover where I meet me offsider who's been on the night shift, and we discuss what we've been doing and what's coming up.
Yep.
And then, that runs into about 6:15, and then I head down to the engine room and do me rounds down there. That can take a while. And then if something's broken or something to come up.
Is that loud and hot down in this engine room, or is it quite ventilated?
It's not too bad. There's some cool spots. A lot of it's air conditioned, but
Yeah.
the rooms itself, where the engine rooms are, it's quite hot and noisy.
Yeah.
Down in pontoons, I spend a lot of my time down the pontoons and the columns. It's actually quite cool down there because you're a fair way below the sea line, the water level.
So what, 20 metres, 50 metres?
Oh, a lot further than that. Down the bottom pontoons, you're probably 40 metres below
Yep.
below the water.
Yeah,
water
right.
line.
Yeah, it would be a bit cool down there.
So yeah, it's nice and cool down there. Can be a bit noisy down there. The thruster's going and all the pumps are down there, so they can be a bit noisy.
Is there much pressure on the side of those pontoons even at 50 metres?
Oh, I couldn't tell you.
Yeah, okay.
I wouldn't know.
Yeah. I guess there would be because
you'd
water
think so,
water
wouldn't
pressure
it?
would
Yeah.
be, yeah.
You've
only got to go down 5 metres and your ears start fucking... Do your ears... So when you're walking down, do your ears...
I don't walk down. We got an elevator
Oh,
to go
fuck,
down.
here we go. Jesus Christ.
class
Get gold
cinema.
class, yeah. And now we got
So
lifts.
how did we get a job on this fucking thing?
Fucking hell. So no, I don't walk down.
Well,
So, but can you walk down?
Yeah. Well, obviously you can because you're not using the lifts in a fire. But
Yep.
it's a bloody long walk down, like 40
Yeah.
metres straight down, and then try to walk back up.
And it wouldn't be easy stairs. That'd be
No,
steep.
it's a spiral steep.
Yeah.
thing. I come down it, and I got down the bottom. I was dizzy. I'm like, I'm not doing that again.
Yeah,
Really,
okay.
yeah.
Because you just-
You just round in it. Like it's,
So how round is it? What's the column? What's the width of it?
Oh, it's pretty big. It'd probably be 5 by 5 inside.
Yep.
yeah,
and then-
right.
Yeah.
Because obviously the lift's running in the centre of that and the stairs are running outside of the lift.
Nah, the stairs are to the side of it.
Oh, okay. So you're not
Yeah.
actually... Yeah, right. So it's a tight column stair lift, not going around the
Yeah,
actual...
yeah, that's not big. So that's why
Yeah, right.
it's really steep down.
Oh yeah, that
Yeah.
would make you dizzy,
Fucking
like
hell.
a corkscrew.
Imagine having a fireman pole there.
Well,
Just
you
fucking
probably slide all the way down.
slide all the way down. You'd have to have
Can you go all the way to the sea floor with that?
Hey?
No, we're not attached to the floor.
Oh, so it's just the columns are.
Yeah,
That's it.
What's the max depth of those?
that is the 50
That's it,
meters.
about
50
40
meters.
metres
That's
in there,
Wow.
And have they got ballast in them? Like, do you feel?
Yeah, there's some few ballast tanks around that. Yep.
And is that obviously to settle the ship or to settle it?
Yeah, well, they got a few different working heights. Because this is self-propelled with the thrusters, so we can cruise around. We don't use tugs to pull us around.
That was going to be my next question. Do you get tugged around or
Yeah,
you don't?
no tugs.
Yes, your big thrusters can.
Yeah, yep, self-propelled. So there's a cruising height, so they deballast and where you get the better speed and performance out of your thrusters.
Yep.
And then there's a working height where we ballast down a bit to get more stable.
Yeah, right.
So yeah,
That's pretty cool, isn't it?
It's a lot
So
going on. It's
what-
a lot to digest.
Yeah, and
actually, but-
what's your other luxuries? We got the gold class, and then we sort of went off.
No, we're still going back to the day.
The day. Okay,
So
yeah, keep going.
Gone
Then.
down into the columns. So
yeah. So I do my rounds. Yeah, rounds every day. So we 6 thrusters. So I got to go check the oil levels and seal levels. There's a bit involved in that full 6. So all those columns. That's why I don't use the stairs. Oh, bloody hell.
you'd be dizzy as and fit as.
Oh, yeah.
You'd have a set of pins on you that look fucking unreal, though, wouldn't you? Fucking unreal and a set of high heels.
That might be good on the Neptune day when you're crossing the equator. So
Yeah, so I got to do the rounds, big checklist, tick all them off. They can take up to lunchtime, and then help the engineers with whatever's going on, other maintenance and repair work, and then after that smoko, and then when we knock off, we go back up to the bridge to do our handover, and normally about 6:15, and I go down for dinner at 6:15, 6:30.
Yep.
And they like to kick us out by 7 because they want to finish scrubbing up the dishes and whatnot.
Yeah.
And then,
So off the gold class after that.
Yeah.
Watch a couple of
Yeah.
Disney movies.
Couple of chick flicks.
Finding
Yep.
Nemo or
well, whatever you want to do after that. I normally just have a yarn with the boys. We sit around and if the footy's on or cricket's on or something, there's a big lounge room outside the dining room area, the mess room.
Yep.
I actually haven't used the gold class thing yet.
So good crew. So you'd obviously have to, being a tight knit sort of community, you'd have to have a pretty good crew. So
Yeah, crews always make the difference,
Yeah.
especially like the shipping when there's only 18 of you on there.
Yep.
If you had a real good crew, it's a blessing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes you always get that one bloke,
The cranky old bloke, or
Yeah.
is it the old blokes are the cranky, or is it just the one bloke or a young bloke that just got the wrong attitude?
Well, wrong attitude, you cranky bloke, but the older cranky bloke's got all the good stories. So
Yeah. I was going
know.
to say, like, some of those old cranky ones,
Yeah.
they're the ones you want to start having a bit of a chat
See,
to.
it's not
'Cause
called old and cranky anymore. It's just they don't give a fuck. That's what fucking happens when you get
how many?
old.
And obviously, there would be some lads out there that probably are labelled the morale boosters. You know, the ones that you just want to work with.
yeah, for sure, there's a couple of funny bastards out there, Ranger
Yeah.
and Gundy out there. Oh, yeah.
What's his name?
Ranger and Gundy out there.
Shout out to Ranger. Obviously, he's a Ranger.
Yeah, he's a Ranger.
So does he get sunburn up on the deck?
Yeah, he does, He got sunburnt there a couple of swings ago. One of the other boys were throwing him some zinc cream there. And
Has he got more PPE than everyone else?
well, he's got the big flaps, out the back there.
And more zinc, obviously, yeah.
Shout out to Rangers. They're fun. You got to have them.
All right, so what else is luxury? Gold class,
We were up
got
to
big
the-
TVs.
Yeah, we got a bloody big gym. I don't use it, obviously, looking at me. There, but there's, if you love the gym, you'd be impressed. Bloody huge. It goes, it's big.
Do people use it though? Like,
Yeah. There's definitely blokes there that they
Get
just
into it,
froth
get
on
into their
it.
work.
Get
Yeah.
in there. They got a room there just with bikes with you do the Tour de France there in front of the screen.
Oh, the simulators.
Yeah, on the bike there, and there's a big screen there.
Do they wear the lycra?
Oh, I don't go in there. Eh?
Wonder if they wear the fucking lycra while they're doing the Tour de France.
Jeff's been banned from going in there. They won't let him in there. So it's tabooed. So,
Yeah, right.
is there any woo woo on the boat? So, obviously, you're not allowed to bring bananas on the boats and shit like that.
Yeah,
Is
what is the?
Is there woo woos? Things you're not allowed to do unofficially? Obviously, you got your safety and shit like
Yeah,
that. But
yeah, like when
is
you
there-
go when you
can't
go
bring
fishing
this.
out deep sea, you're not allowed to take bananas.
Bananas, yeah, bananas are bad.
So
but
yeah, what's the woohoo? What's
Oh, only one I sort of come across is in the shipping industry. No whistling on the bridge. You whistle up a storm, so no one like you whistling.
Ah.
So what do the riggers and that do there? So
I don't know. Well,
it's
this is all
obviously
sort of
communication or
new to me with rigging. Only been doing it for 6 months, but I don't know. Everyone's pretty laid back. There's no sort of
Yeah, and even in the shipping career you did for 17 years, like, was there any not contraband? That's a different yarn. That's a different yarn.
Is the banana thing real?
Like,
do they
yeah.
have bananas on
we
there
do
or
have
not?
bananas on.
Yeah,
there,
but you're not
so-
fishing, are you?
Yeah,
You're just transporting shit.
Yeah,
it's
it
not
doesn't
shit.
matter. But you take anything onto a boat, you
get a bit of
bananas there. So
yeah. So nothing that you really
No, not really. We eat
like, as
bananas.
in, like, no one's allowed to wear orange fluoro shorts or something. That's something that you're not allowed to bring on. Like, is there?
No, I haven't come across anything like that. No, I can't
Right, well,
can't entertain you with that. Eh?
let's fuck that chat off. I said
no, I've got
Oh,
one
right,
more,
keep
though.
going.
So, like you were saying, whistling up a storm, you must have seen some wicked storms out to sea.
Oh yes, that
Would be
yeah. My biggest one,
insane.
the biggest one. I thought it was lights out. Was my first trip to China, going up the South China Sea when across the equator there. There was a hurricane there, or typhoon, whatever they call them over there. And, we actually spent the day before going backwards into this thing. That's how big it was. And then,
you went backwards, like, as
So you're
in
motoring forwards and it's pushing you back.
yeah, we actually were going backwards.
fuck, you're going up a big hill.
Yeah. And so when you go to dry dock, when you get there, they take all the fuel off you. So the idea is to get there with zero fuel.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
And we just spent the day going nowhere and burnt all this fuel, right?
So you're down a day of fuel.
We were struggling. So
Yeah.
that morning, I was still in bed, and it was still rough as guts. Hadn't had much sleep, and I was actually sleeping, but it was pretty rough. And then they decided, we're not going to make it, so we need to turn and hide behind an island for a day till the swell turns, comes down. But it was bloody 6 metre swells, and they wanted to turn, and we're all still in our bunks.
Oh.
So they made this turn when we're all still in our bunks. And then, because we were punching into it, and the next thing we turn, and I didn't know what was going on. The next thing we turn and we're rolling with it, it was just got massive.
Yeah.
Was that okay? So when you're, let's just paint a picture. Doing a turn in a car takes 5 seconds.
Yeah.
How long did this turn take?
Oh, I seemed to go forever because I got thrown out of my bunk,
Yeah.
and I could look out my porthole, and the lifeboat was there. And I'm looking out, and all I could see was ocean, sky, ocean, sky. That's how it was rolling.
Oh, yeah.
And all I could see was this pissy little bloody lifeboat, and I'm thinking, no way. I thought it was game over because, like I said, I didn't know we were turning. I just woken up, we're thrown out of bunk, and I'm like, this is it. Goodbye, Oh. But then eventually we made the turn, the 180 turn, and it settled down, and I'm like, oh, what's going on?
Yeah.
And, running outside, everything's a mess, and the boys are like, oh, they turned. I'm like, they could have fucking told us,
Are they communicating with you guys? Like, obviously you're asleep, that's your shift off, but no one's communicating with you.
No, they didn't tell us at all. They just thought, oh, well, they're awake now, aren't they?
Yeah, this will fake you fuckers up. Let's throw every cunt out of the bed.
Oh,
But yeah, that was the time I thought it was all over.
Yeah, wow.
That was a pretty scary moment.
yeah, there'd be a bit going on in the head noise for that department, wouldn't it? Like,
Yeah.
just going, what the fuck?
And that ocean is just going to pound. A typhoon, fuck me, that's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
It was big swells.
Yeah.
Big swells. But then we went and hid behind an island, and we anchored up for the day, and it was beautiful behind the island.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then when it died off we went again.
Yeah, right.
Nice.
So I said the word before, contraband.
Yes.
So, any stories?
Before we get into this, I've actually got to go to the toilet.
Oh, right, let's have a piss
I'm
stop.
going to have a piss stop.
Yeah, we're back on. So, contraband. You got any funny stories? There's probably
Obviously, you can't say you've smuggled a fucking kilo of fucking cocaine or something like that. So, yeah, let's do the other stuff.
Righto. Well, I sailed on the Iron Chieftain, right?
Yeah.
I used to call it the Iron Chuffton.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and?
so,
Indulge us.
Yes.
well, it used to go from Port Kembla to Whyalla. So you got New South Wales and South Australia, right? So South Australia is a bit more lenient on the on the green grass,
Yeah. The Winnie Greens.
winning green. So in the early days, there was a few blokes who used to bring it from Whyalla over to the east coast, New South Wales, drop it off there. So, and then from there, they used to bring pills from New South Wales around to South Australia.
Holy fuck.
So there was a bit of a business there. You know,
Yeah.
we'll leave it at that.
Yeah. I think we will. I think we'll have some yarns off air.
I fucking think so.
Off air,
yeah,
yeah.
I've got a list already. So, yeah.
Okay, so you've just mentioned the Iron Chieftain. No,
Chieftain.
Chieftain.
Yeah.
Chufton.
Tell us about that a bit more, because you were on it for a long time until its last day.
Yeah, so the Iron Chieftain, it's by far my favourite ship there for sure. It was Australia's last iron ore ship. If people don't know, the shipping industry's pretty much gone for Australians. But yeah, the Iron Chieftain, there's a great crew, and unfortunately it burnt down in 2016 while we were discharging in Port Kembla.
Yeah.
And it was pretty much the worst day of my working career when I was on there for that.
Yeah.
A lot of boys didn't sail again after that.
So how did this fire happen?
Jeez.
So we were discharging dolomite down in Port Kembla.
What's dolomite?
Dolomite, they use it in the process for iron ore,
Yep.
to making ore. And we were discharging into trucks. So we're discharging into hoppers, into trucks. And it's a very slow process. So we're discharging over 4 or 5 days, of everything running for 24 hours a day.
Yeah,
4 or
right.
5 hours. And so, yeah, the conveyor system caught on fire. The bearings, one of the bearings got too hot, I guess, and some new crew members and some things may have didn't quite go to plan when the alarm was raised and they stopped the system and the belt caught on fire and we couldn't put it out. And so, yeah, it burnt for 3 days, 3 or 4 days, I think.
Yeah, right.
And, yeah, the poor thing.
She's a write-off.
So you were on it when it actually was on fire.
Yeah, I was. So I was doing 8 to 12. I'd finished at midnight and got into my bed there, and then fire alarm went off about 2 o'clock. I remember, I think. And fire alarms, they did go off a bit here and there, so you weren't real sure if it's the real thing.
False one, yeah.
But we had the radio next to me. We all carried a radio, so it was next to me bed there, and I turned it on, and fire. So everyone jumped out of bed pretty quickly, and but yeah, it was too far gone. We couldn't do much about it. The authorities turned up pretty quick, and they took over. They kicked us off the thing, and rubber fire conveyor. It's couldn't put it out.
Yep. So you were saying, like you said, a lot of blokes never sailed again. So it was obviously it affected a lot of people. In
Oh
a
yeah,
lot
for
of different
sure.
ways, so.
Like I said, it was my favourite ship. It was a family on there. We were pretty tight.
Yep.
We've been on there. These blokes, a few of them a bit older, so they were sort of coming to their end of career sort of thing.
Yep.
And a couple of them, that was it for them.
Yeah, fuck.
So I'd pull up stumps.
That's a big deal.
Oh, it would be. There'd be a fair bit of stress going on there with a bit of head noise, I guess, after the fact of witnessing a fire. When you're obviously out at sea would be, obviously you're not discharging out at sea, so the chances of a fire out at sea would be a hell of a lot less than when you're actually at dock discharging. But still being at the dock, the ship's not moving, you've got a fire, that's probably pretty crazy too. Like 3 days this thing burnt for?
Yeah, like I said, the conveyor, they couldn't put it out. It was a rubber fire. So basically burnt out by itself after a while.
So what was actually on fire? Because obviously ships are made of metal, right? So it's not like it's a timber.
Yeah.
So the dolomite?
No, it's just the belt itself.
Just the belts.
Yeah, like you're looking at 180 metres worth of belt.
Yep.
3 metres wide.
Yep.
Yeah, so that just burnt. Like a big tyre, you put a tyre on fire.
Yeah, okay. And obviously all the structural conveyor belt system, is that what the heat of it struggled with it as well?
Well, the main things was the heat got too much, and we had the fuel tanks were either side of where the fire mainly was, and it warped and cracked, and actually one of the fuel tanks cracked. So it leaked the tunnel full of heavy fuel. That's what we use, heavy fuel. That actually leaked into the tunnel.
Yeah, right.
So that would have fed it as well.
Oh, yeah, so that's burning as well. The actual crude, is that crude oil?
Yeah, they call it heavy fuel.
Heavy fuel,
it's, you know, it's thick and tar. It's like tar.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have to heat it to bring it back to
Yeah,
use it, don't they?
yeah, they heat it up.
Yeah.
That's the way. Yeah,
Yep.
Yeah, right.
Wow, that's crazy. So have you had any other evacuations out to sea on a ship, or
Nah, nothing like that. No, nothing.
never
like
had
that.
to get into a life raft, or?
No, thank God, I've never had to do anything like that. No.
Oh, have you done the training? So have you got the life rafts, the ones that fucking pretty much fall off the boat and submerge themselves?
Yeah, well, on the rig here, we got 4 like that. They are bloody big because they got to carry 70 people, two up forward, 2 down aft, so you need 140. So 70 in each one. They're bloody big, and yeah, I don't think I really want to be in it when they hit the water.
Fuck no, that just looks like an accident.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Obviously,
So-
you're strapped in.
So
like-
how do you train for that? Like, do they obviously don't fucking let you go and do it? So it's like a car crash, yeah.
Yeah, well, it's sort of just familiarisation of knowing what you got to do.
Yep.
Because obviously you're not gonna, you don't want to be launching that all the time.
Fuck no.
So we got to do familiarisation on the vessel every 3 months. Make sure that you know what you got to do. We do fire drills and lifeboat drills every week, so you know what you're doing.
And complacency would be one of those things that sort of creeps in. Like you sort of obviously you've been doing it for so long.
Yeah, complacency is a big thing.
Yeah.
Like when that fire on the Chieftain, there was complacency a bit there. You know.
Yeah.
People, you know, first of all, you didn't know if it was real or not. And then when you do know it's real and panic sets in and, you know, nothing goes to plan in that sort of situation.
No. So the helicopter, you did some training for that?
Yes, so to work offshore, you got to do your Hewitt course, which is a helicopter underwater escape training. Did that in Perth. That was pretty exciting. So basically, they put you in the helicopter and it spins you upside down in the pool, and you escape from that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get out. Was that
How often do you have to do that?
Oh, so I did that just before I joined. In December, I did that. So every 5 years, I think the course is 4 or 5 years. But yeah, next one's just a refresher. I don't know if I actually have to do it again. But yeah, 4 or 5 years. Yeah.
Yeah.
But every time we get in the helicopter, we got to watch a 20-minute video either side.
Yep.
20-minute refresher video about your life jacket.
So when you're taking off on
yeah, before every flight. So,
yeah,
yeah,
you're
on
watching-
the rig and
Yeah,
before
it's
the rig.
like your
Yeah.
exits are here and here.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's it. Because you got your life jacket, which has also got compressed air that you put over your mouth if you're underwater.
Oh, gotcha.
So you got like 3 or 4 minutes
Worth of
believe,
air.
worth of air. Yep.
yeah.
That's good to know. Like 3 or 4 minutes to get out.
You're
so-
right. Don't stress.
Yeah.
You'll be
And
right.
as long as you don't panic and
Yeah.
fuck
Yeah.
everything up, because
Yeah.
that's the real thing. Is like we're just talking about complacency. It's yes, you've got all these plans in place, but when it actually fucking shit hits the fan, like to be able to do the shit that you've been trained to do, and then get out safely.
Yeah. So how we might start winding this up soon. Future for you, Jeff. Obviously you're only just 6 months into this oil rig, gas rig. Keep saying oil rig, it's the same thing. You got a few years to go on this. What's your thoughts?
Yeah, well, we're doing these plug and bandits. We got 10 to do. We've only done 2, so we got another 8 to do. Then we're going to drill some new wells there, 4 or 5, and then head down to Bass Strait, drill another 4 or 5. So there's a few years worth of work there. Some people say the rig might be here till 2030. I'm hoping it is. So I'll take the next 6 years there.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah,
I
right.
might
So
call it a day.
where did the rig come from?
So it was built 2015. It's been in Norway. The Norwegians had it. And so totally different climates. Cold as fuck over there and hot as fuck over here. So out there, everything, all the steps are all heated because they keep the ice and even the handrails. So
Yeah, right. So there's a lot of technology on this thing that you don't actually use.
yeah, none of that we needed.
No.
We had big issues with the air cons because
I was
obviously
about
they
to
were.
say that. Like, fucking, have they got air cons on there? If it's in
They were all heaters.
They didn't really need them over there. So when we brought them over here in January, so middle of summer, she was like a flood. Every bloody egg.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were working overtime.
And how'd they get the thing here?
They used high lift.
Hey?
Explain.
Yeah.
High lift. So a high lift is another big vessel, a bloody big vessel, and so it submerges itself underneath it, and then they park it on top of it, and then they lift it up, and then steam it over.
Right. So it's piggybacking this fucking gas rig. It's piggybacking it. Yeah. Wow.
Yeah,
That's
they call it high lift. It's the bloody BI. Yeah.
So is that meaning then those pontoons are out of the water?
Yeah, everything's it's on. Like
Holy
on
fuck!
Like on the back of a truck, but
So those pontoons you're saying are 50
40,
meters.
50 metres, yeah.
That's now out of the water.
yeah, on the back of a ship.
Wow.
Imagine how
That thing must be
unstable that'd
fucking huge.
Yeah.
Oh, that's blowing my mind. That's
Mate, there's so much. Mate, we could actually talk for another fucking couple
yeah,
of
I
hours
know.
on this.
Yeah, that's
so.
what I mean. We need to wind it up
Wow.
soon. We're already at an hour 10.
So,
So,
do you get many people that are absolutely fucking green to this? Just how do people actually get into it? Like, what's the obviously you've got to do your time on the ships, and that's why you've been accepted.
Well,
into this, or?
yeah, there's so many different job careers on the rig. I didn't realise what was involved. I was pretty naive to the whole thing, but riggers, crane operators, there's all sorts of ways you can get into it. To get into my industry, the marine side of it, it used to be a lot, friends or family sort of get into the thing, but if you can get in the right door, it's not a bad choice of career. And so you got to do a lot of training. There's 12 weeks at college, and then you do 36 weeks of sea time and tick over some boxes, and then you become a IR, and away you go.
yeah, crazy, eh?
Wow.
I can see your mind just ticking over.
Oh, it is. I've got so many other fucking questions. I'm just sitting there, I got to fucking ask him this, but we obviously
we'll start winding this up.
for that. So.
Mate, I reckon it's been a good chat. Jeff, thanks for coming on to the Lads Potty and talking about, realistically, just covering a small segment of your life, of just your working career, I guess, of the last little bit. And I mean, we didn't even touch on your family and what you do when you come home. And there's 6. You used to have 6 weeks.
We'll have to get him on again.
You have to have 6. You used to have 6 weeks off. Like I know what you used to do because obviously you're my brother. But there's just so many different things that we could talk about. But we're going to have to pull stumps. It's an hour and 12.
Yeah.
I guess we're going to have to crack another tin soon.
I'd like to also ask Jeff about what sort of a kid you were growing up.
Oh, no, we're going to
I
leave
can
that.
imagine
No,
he's
I was the
fucking
angel.
calling it, so, as he does.
Righto, Barney, I reckon we sign off. Jeff, thanks again for coming in and sharing a few tins.
Yeah, cheers for having me.
We're getting out of our heads into the shed, and of course we did it. We didn't mention about the new sign.
New sign.
We got the new sign in. We had to sticky tape it up, but we got the new sign. And we've got a few new things coming up with the potty, of course, in the near future with making this a bit more easy to set up where we're looking at a little studio and whatnot. So that's coming up in a few weeks. The visuals I'm starting to kick off as well, so a little bit of admin. We could have done at the start, but let's do it at the end. Working on visuals for our socials. You're working on a few things with in the background. Couple of shirts, those.
Oh yeah, the merch.
The merch.
So
we're going to sell it, but just for us.
Yeah. We've got fucking shirts, so we've got a few shirts.
So we've got a bit going on there. So all things moving forward, mate. It's been a great catch up again, Barney.
It has, mate.
I've certainly got out of my head, and we've gotten into some good work in the shed. So, mate, I'm going to send it off with guys. Don't forget, cancel the date, call a mate. Get out of your head, get into the shed. And I reckon we're going to see you later.
See yous, bye.
Come on, let's go. I don't know what comes next, but I couldn't care less. I refuse to feel stressed. There's no fear in my chest. Hear the boom of my steps. Walk away from the pain I've been through. This feeling I'm feeling is brand new. This is the moment I break